Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And check out that eye, that's exactly what we want to see. Woo, look at that panel, baby. And that, as they say, is that. What is going on, all you Minties? Welcome to Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And today, join me, the Uncanny Omar, for my overview of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Mirage Years hardcover from IDW. We're going to be looking at exactly when this era takes place of Ninja Turtles and what kind of stories can be found inside. So let's go ahead and get started. And welcome back, everybody. Now, before going any further, a big thank you to the folks at IDW for sending us a copy of this hardcover. This hardcover came out in February, and I've had a lot of my viewers ask me what exactly this is, so that's what I'm here to do. It's what I do. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Mirage Years, 1993 to 1995. Now, a lot of people were confused by that title because they thought, isn't that where Ninja Turtles was originally published, in Mirage Studios? Yes, but yeah, give me 1 second. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Mirage Years, 1993 to 1995. And there we have a turtle, the IDW logo. I think that's the first time I've seen the IDW logo on a book. The new one, Discover the Second Face. That's exactly what this is. The second face of Ninja Turtles, what it collects, and suggested for mature readers with the IDW logo down there. Now, if you're wondering where this takes place in the reading order of Ninja Turtles, it takes place right after the events of City at War, which has been collected in Ultimate Collection, and that's what this looks like. However, this book is more the trim size of a deluxe edition, meaning that if you've been getting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles compendiums, this volume 3 right here collects City at War. So after issue 62, that's where that takes place, or when it takes place. And as you can see, it's the same trim size as these books right here. However, the big difference, not just the IDW logo, is no dust jacket. So it kind of reminds me a little bit more of the IDW collection. Now, this is, of course, the IDW era of Ninja Turtles and not the Mirage Years. So we're looking at the original years and not the reimagining of Ninja Turtles with this collection here. So yeah, no dust jacket and a flat spine. We looked at that, the Mirage Years, 1993 to 1995. Another thing you probably notice is that it also has a ribbon, much like the ribbons of the compendiums or the IDW collections. But it's the same color as the compendium, so I like that. All right. We are looking at the Turtles here on the front cover, Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. But where does this era take us with Ninja Turtles? Let's find out together by looking inside of this book. Okay, let's go ahead and open this book up. Here's your end sheets right here. And your title page, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Mirage Years, 1993 to 1995. I want to say after 95, or was around the time when Image started printing some of the Ninja Turtle stuff. So I think that this takes place before then. Your table of contents right here, where you're going to find each of these issues and when they were originally published. So you have October 93 to October of 1995. So 2 years worth of material. Collecting issues 1 through 13 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Volume 2. The book has 360 pages and retails for $59.99. Here is your introduction by Jim Lawson, who, of course, was the writer-penciler on the book. Now, of course, he wasn't by himself, too. And you can go and look here for the credits, like A.C. Farley doing the cover here. You can see who did the colors and who did the lettering for each of these issues. And that is something that does stand out about all of this, is that unlike the previous volumes, this is all in color. So it starts off with a dream. Now, one thing I am going to say, I think it is at least necessary to read City at War. I don't say that often when it comes to stories. Like, I'm like, yeah, every comic is somebody's first comic. I do agree with that. But I think you're going to be confused as hell if you jump in here and you haven't read City at War, because the Turtles are kind of devastated by the events that happen, and we're looking at the survivors of that. So I get spoilers. I'm not going to spoil who dies in City at War or anything, but just kind of like the status quo of the Turtles here. So it starts off with this violent dream that Splinter has had, and he ends up taking Donatello to this shrine where they end up meditating. And Donatello ends up seeing a vision of the future or what is to come. And that's what this really does feel like, a Vision Quest type of story where each of the characters are seeing versions of themselves or things that might be coming. Like Casey has this Arnold Schwarzenegger alter ego. And you have Shadow there. And April's dreaming about being chased down by Baxter Stockman. Raphael has his own dreams about battling this huge giant rat. And then Leonardo wakes up in a table filled with aliens and people that you may have seen in the past in Ninja Turtles, the Triceratons, if you will. And all of it could have been a production of Michelangelo, or it could be something else. But that's what the first issue is. It's nothing but visions and dreams. So during this time, they're all living in April's apartment building. And in the aftermath of City at War, they have lost a lot of, not just, dang it, I don't want to spoil that part. A lot of faith in themselves, if you will. They don't know what to do with themselves anymore. And we're introduced to a new group of people. This is the DARPA. So it's the Defense and Research Projects Administration. They're a top secret operation that their facility is in the desert. And one of the people that is breaking into the place is none other than Baxter Stockman. And by the end of this issue here, issue number 2, Baxter Stockman is doing something really strange with himself. He's operating on his own head, and it is revealed later on what he has done. So there is a robot that is running amok in this coming issues, and I swear Jim Lawson's artwork really gives me that indie vibe that you don't really see these days when it comes to the Ninja Turtles, especially with the artist involved. And there's nothing wrong with that. By the way, they do a throwback to the crossover with the Savage Dragon, which is really nice. So it is in continuity. April's tenants are complaining about her. See the ribbon, which we'll look at in a little bit. They're complaining how the new owner is making rent go up. Now, this is Mr. Bronze. Mr. Bronze will play a big important part in the story here, but we don't find out exactly until a little bit later. Now, this robot is coming in. We're looking at issue number 4 here, and he's getting closer and closer to the city. Then we see this guy just out in the woods and exploring a place here. And who does it turn out to be? Well, it's some kind of cop that we've seen in the past. Somebody that we have met earlier on in the pages of Ninja Turtles. And it's nobody. That's right. Donatello and him have a confrontation out in the woods. And Leonardo sees the sea creature, the sea creature down here. He'll end up having to fight some big giant turtle. More of these visions are coming true. Now we have this robot that is chasing April down, and Casey and the Turtles are trying to go and find her and see where she's been taken to. If she's truly been kidnapped and hurt. But one of the Turtles does end up getting separated from everyone else, which leads into the last arc through here after this big fight with the robot. And it is revealed who that robot is later on. Now, Raphael ends up getting captured by this group of DARPA agents. And that's when the Turtles get involved with Casey Jones. They team up with Nobody. And remember when I said Mr. Browns was going to play an important part in the story? Yes, this character right here plays an important part in the last arc. Now, the last arc, I'm not going to show everything and what ends up happening. But keep in mind, like I said, all those visions they were having, it does kind of tie it in with the story here. They do end up breaking into the DARPA initiative. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Lost. It was the Dharma initiative with Nobody teaming up with them, Casey Jones. And they do end up running into the Triceraton. And if you've been reading Ninja Turtles for a while, that Triceraton actually is somebody important. And you can find out exactly if they end up finding Raphael, if they end up breaking out, and what exactly Mr. Bronze, I guess, his role is through all of this. In the back, there are no extras. The story just ends. And here are your other end sheets, which I don't know if you can see the graffiti or not. Now, as far as the build and binding, 360 pages. and it is sewn binding, printed in this thick, glossy paper stock. And it does have a ribbon. Hey, bro, I'm coming for you tonight. I love that the villain leaves his sign out like that. So you are going to see some returning characters, not just villains. You're going to have some new top secret characters with the DARPA facility and some team-ups. So, a little bit different than what you've read before, I will say that. Don't expect the same kind of... I mean, when you're going after City at War, you know, it's hard to follow a story like that up. But that, as they say, is that. If you're interested in purchasing this hardcover, don't forget to check out our sponsor, cheapgraphicnovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget, the CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that was the content, the page count, and build of this collection. In the comments down below, let me know what era of Ninja Turtles you would love to see get this kind of treatment. And if you have any questions, leave those down below. Smash that like button on the way out. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Cowabunga. I had to say cowabunga. How else can I end this? Come on, it's a turtle video.